The elements and principles of arts and design. Elements of art are stylistic features that are included within an art piece to help the artist communicate. Elements of art are the building blocks of art. The 7 most common elements include line, shape, texture, form, space, color, and value. When analyzing these intentionally utilized elements, the viewer is guided towards a deeper understanding of the work. A line is an identifiable path created by a point moving in space. It is one-dimensional and can vary in width, direction, and length. Lines often define the edges of a form. Lines can be horizontal, vertical, or diagonal, straight or curved, thick or thin. A shape is an enclosed space. A bounded two-dimensional form that has both length and width. Texture is an element of art that refers to the way things feel or look as if they might feel if touched. Texture can be hard, soft, rough, or smooth. Texture can be tactile or visual. Tactile texture is the real thing. It is the actual way a surface feels when it is felt or touched, while visual texture is not real texture. Visual texture refers to an implied sense of texture that the artist creates through the use of various artistic elements. Form is an element of art that is three-dimensional and encloses volume, includes height, width, and depth, as in a cube, a sphere, a pyramid, or a cylinder. Form may also be free-flowing. Space is an element of art by which positive and negative areas are defined or a sense of depth achieved in a work of art. Positive space refers to the main focus of a picture, while negative space refers to the background. When used creatively and intelligently, positive and negative space together can tell a story using visual composition alone. Color is the element of art that involves light. It is produced when light waves strike an object and are reflected into our eyes. It consists of 3 properties: hue, intensity, and value. Hue is simply the name that is given to a color, such as red, yellow, blue, purple, green, orange, etc. The color wheel is a circular chart divided into 12 sections with each sector showing a different color. It is made up of 3 different types of colors: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. These colors are equally distanced apart on the color wheel. There are only 3 primary colors and they are the most basic colors on the wheel. They cannot be created by mixing any other colors together and can only be derived through natural pigments. Secondary colors are created from mixing equal parts of any 2 primary colors together. Red plus yellow equals orange. Yellow plus blue equals green. Blue plus red equals violet, purple. Tertiary colors are red-purple, red-orange, blue-green, blue-purple, yellow-green, and yellow-orange. There are 6 tertiary colors and they are the result from mixing equal parts of a primary color with a secondary color. Intensity of color is the quality of brightness and purity. High intensity, the color is strong and bright. Low intensity, the color is faint and dull. Value is an element of art that refers to the gradual change of lightness or darkness of a color. It is created when a light source shines upon an object, creating highlights, form shadows and cast shadows. Colors can have value too. In painting, value changes can be achieved by adding either black or white to the chosen color. Now let's talk about principles of art. The principles of art represent how the artist uses the elements of art to create an effect and to help convey the artist's intent. The principles of art and design are balance, contrast, emphasis, movement, pattern, rhythm, and unity. Balance is a way of combining elements to add a feeling of equilibrium or stability to a work of art. Major types are symmetrical and asymmetrical. Symmetrical balance occurs when equal weights are on equal sides of a composition. Asymmetrical balance results from unequal visual weight on each side of the composition. One side of the composition might contain a dominant element, which could be balanced by a couple or more lesser focal points on the other side. One visually heavy element on one side might be balanced by a handful of lighter elements on the other. As a principle of art, contrast refers to the arrangement of opposite elements in effects. For example, light and dark colors, smooth and rough textures, large and small shapes. Contrast can be used to create variety and visual interest. Emphasis is the created center of interest. It is used in art to attract the viewer's attention to a particular area or object. This is typically the focal point or main subject of the artwork, the place in an artwork where your eye first lands. Variety is the use of several elements of design to hold the viewer's attention and to guide the viewer's eye through and around the work of art. Rhythm is a principle of design that indicates movement, created by the careful placement of repeated elements in a work of art to cause a visual tempo or beat. Movement is used to create the look and feeling of action and to guide the viewer's eye throughout the work of art. Such movement can be directed along lines, edges, shape, and color within the work of art. Pattern is the repetition or reoccurrence of a design element, exact or varied, that establishes a visual beat. Repetition works with pattern to make the work of art seem active. The repetition of elements of design creates unity within the work of art. Proportion is the feeling of unity created when all parts, sizes, amounts, or number relate well with each other. Unity is the feeling of harmony between all parts of the work of art, which creates a sense of completeness.